Hello friends, here is another relay test I'm working off. It's not mine, it's for a friend from France. Relay test V version 10 professional tube system, tube testing systems. Why professional? It is really a professional device. Let's give you a few examples. Here we can see a soft start system for the main transformer to reduce the current at the start, or else the fuse would be at high value. Here is a 5-volt stabilizer, very important voltage. The voltage regulation is made in 2 steps. First, 6.5 volts with an LM317, and then by a LT 5 volts regulator, which with the low dissipation. Low dissipation means low temperature drift, and is not an LM7805, is an LT, much expensive and much precise. It's not important the exact value, also is very good value. It's important the stability. A small description of a tube tester. Main transformer, auxiliary transformer. Here we get some voltages. Microprocessor board, G1 board, G3, plate board, G2, heater, and 600 volts. Voltage stabilizer. Here is the communication board. Very hard to find an FT232 interface. Here is the matrix made by 10 boards, each with 6 relays. On them only relays and decoder and buffer, 2 chips, and the network resistor. I was lucky working at this tube tester, no mistakes. Sometimes welding, soldering so many components, it's hard to not make a mistake. Look here, the software interface, nice one. It has a huge database. Let's look how we can test an EL34. About 15 settings to test one. EL34 standard at 400 volts for plate, using funky W19 settings, W20, triode mode, 300 volts, electroharmonics, AE, JJ Mullard, RFT, Siemens, so on. I made the first test at the tube tester. Let's show you. To see that if works, we test the communication, sending voltages, relays. For example, relays. This is some relays on the main board. We click on it, we hear the relay. It's okay. Here we have the PCB relays. We have an automatic test. I did it already. 60 relays, each one on and off, means 120 clicks and takes a little time. But manual, look, we hear the click. It's okay. And let's see sending voltages. We start with plate voltage. Here is a voltmeter for plate voltage, and here is the ampere meter. We don't have a load, only test the voltages. Here is the serial power transistors. They will be on a heatsink. For now, just for test, I put in on the air. So let's see the variation of the. We move the slider, and we see the voltage going up. We can measure the plate voltage with another card. Here is what voltage we set. Here is the voltage measured. The test is not yet calibrated, so the voltage will not be exact. Here is the G1 voltage, G2, G3. It's okay. Heater voltage high. We have two steps for heater voltage. One with low current until 120 volts. It's okay. And another one with high current of 6 amps. But maximum 20 volts. We see here 20 volts on voltmeter, no more than 20. It's very good. It's a wonderful device to test tubes. Just one click and you deliver a printed or you save that printed as PDF test protocol with all parameters, curves, etc. A lot of things. We have here a lot of options. Filament test, testing for shorts, static test, curve trace, quick test, print, evaluating curves. Here we have easy match, THD calculation. Here we can define any curve we want, which voltage is variable, which is constant, with what steps we use. As I say, it's a wonderful device. Building such a tube tester takes some time, but more times to buy the components. I made about 5 or 6 online orders, and few times driving to a local shop, about 20 kilometers. After that, after this test, next step is to attach this main board on the front panel, put the transistors and 2 fans on the heatsink, putting them in a case, make the calibration, and it's ready. What I like at the Roeest test is we have here a feature batch. batch test. We define here what we need to be done by the Roeest test for each tube in a batch. We have a filament test is for shorts, what curves, savings, a lot of parameters. We define this and we start testing a box of 100, 200 tubes, same kind of tube, and we need only to insert the next tube, and the tube tester save the data, make all the tests, and make a sound, sing when it's needed to be changed the tube. It sing, we insert another tube, it detects it and start the test automatically. Only change the tube, no more, no click, no any operation. I hope you like this Roeest test. I made one before. I have another plan. I plan to build another one. I hope my friends Matteo from France will be happy with this tube tester. Bye.